Hello and welcome to my channel, AV Knits. My name is Alina, and in today's video I wanted to share with you guys this past year of what I knit from 2023. It's also like my first official year of knitting. Technically there is one project in here that is from 2022, but it is from the end of 2022, so I just decided to bring it into 2023 just because it counts as my 1 year technically. So before we begin, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about myself. I started knitting when I was probably around 8 years old. My mom taught me how to knit, and the only thing I knit back then was just scarves, so just like long pieces of knit that I would just do stockinette back and forth, and then I just kind of stopped doing it. And then a few years ago, I want to say like 2 to 3 years ago, I started to pick up crocheting. It was really cool to do just because I've never done crochet before. So one day I decided I wanted to crochet up a sweater, so I tried to do that, but the fabric was just so thick. I wasn't really a fan of it, and I didn't really want to wear it out. So then I'd wanted to maybe pick up knitting again, because I remember I used to do that when I was a kid, so I thought that I would still remember, but I didn't really remember. It was kind of difficult getting back into it. I had to watch a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to do just the basic knitting. So roughly a year ago is when I started doing that. Like, it was fall into winter time of 2022. So that's when I just decided to start up knitting again, and then I made my first garment, which you can tell it's my first garment of knitting just by the way it looks like. I'll show you guys in a sec. But yeah, after that I just fell in love with it, and I've just been knitting this whole past year. So I'm really excited to share with you guys what I have knit up, and I'm also excited to keep posting videos for you guys to see my journey going forward. On this account I do want to share with you guys just knits that I'm working on. If any of you have watched my last video, I did share how I knit up a test knit for Kadri. It was this lovely sweater. So I am excited to keep going forward with that and showing you more of my projects that I do. And then I also want to do these knitting podcasts that a lot of people in the knitting community do. I think they're so fun to watch. So I will be sharing with you any new projects I start and any finished objects. So I'm really excited, and let's go ahead and start with my first item that I knit up. Oh, also, if any of you are coming from my Instagram, I did share my knits in a year on that. It was just like a quick overview of all of my sweaters that I knit up, but in this video I want to go more into detail with each object, what yarn I used, how it worked up, if I actually wear the garment, and if I would knit it up again. So let's go ahead and start with my first sweater. Alright, so my first garment I have here is this lovely sweater. It's called the Softy Sweater. I'm also going to insert some clips of me actually wearing it, just so you guys can see what it looks like on me. But this is what it looks like. Sorry if it's like really close up. It's like this lovely shade of gray. It's a thicker yarn. I didn't want to start my knitting journey knitting up a fingering weight sweater, so this is more, I don't know, I think it was like more of a bulky weight. I will share with you what the yarn I used was. It was by Sanus Garn, and it was, I'm going to really mispronounce this, but it was called the Borsted Alpaca. And I held it double because when I first tried to do it, you could like really see through it, and it wasn't turning out into this like soft sweater, like cozy type soft, like thick cozy thick sweater. So I went ahead and held a double, and this is how it knit up. Honestly, it looked a lot different when I first finished it. It was a lot like fluffier in a way. Now it kind of just looks really flat, and I don't know if that's just because I washed it in the washing machine, which I know you're not really supposed to do. I did use a gentle cycle, but I don't think this is the best yarn to wash in the washing machine. I don't really wear this garment that much. I don't know, ever since I think I washed it by the washing machine, I don't really like how it turned out. It isn't like that oversized look. I'm also going to insert a picture of how the pattern looks like and how they advertised it and how mine turned out. But I mean, it's a pretty good garment for my first item that I knit up, like as a sweater. As you can see, the ribbing on this, you can't really see it that well. It's not very neat either, but it's my first garment, so I still hold it near and dear to my heart. I don't think I would ever give it up or even unravel it, just because like I held a double, so I feel like if I went to unravel it now, I would have to separate it, and that would just be a disaster that I do not want to partake in. But overall, it was a cute first item, and I do recommend the pattern. I think it does look very cozy. I just think I didn't hit gauge correctly, and it's honestly my own fault. The yarn I used and the needle size I used. I think she recommends to use like 12mm needles. I think I used like 9 or something. I don't know. I went down really like a lot just because I couldn't find any 12mm needles at my local yarn shop, so I just got the biggest one I could find. It honestly didn't take that long from what I remember to knit this up. I think it was like a few weeks, which I was really impressed with, but I mean the yarn is thicker, so it's a lot easier to work up. But yeah, that is my first sweater. All right, the second item that I knit up was, I don't think it has like a actual name, but it's number 1308 Aella by Valley Yarns, and I think that it was designed by Julie Turjoman, something like that. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. It is sort of like a t-shirt. It has this like pretty design in the front. Honestly, I don't really wear this out. I have worn it in the house a few times just because it's not really my style, so I don't even know why I knit it up. I thought it was really cool. I like the design of it, so I just really wanted to knit it, but I don't really wear it out. I do think it's pretty though. Like the design, it has it in the back as well. Let me show you. Like that. So it's not a bad design. I actually really like it. It's just not really my style, and I don't really wear it. But unfortunately, I don't remember what yarn I used for this. All I know is that it was a cotton yarn. I got it from our local yarn shop here, which closed down a few months ago. So I can't even look on their website to see if I can find it. And I didn't keep the tags, which I did start keeping them after this garment, so I do have them now. But yeah, I mean, I do like the shirt, but I do wear it mostly at home. I don't really wear it out just because it's not really my style. But yeah, that is my second finished object from 2023. All right, next object I have finished is the Elizabeth blouse by Petite Knit. This is what mine turned out like. You can see it. I really liked knitting up this item. I love the collar. It was just so cute. I just was obsessed with it. Obviously this was my third finished object, so I was still fairly new, but I really like how I did the stitches. I think they look really neat, and I think it turned out really nice as well. Oh, I forgot to mention, guys, because I said I would mention if I would knit them up again. So the first two items I showed, I do not think I would knit up again just because it's not really my style anymore. But for this one, I actually do want to knit up again, but in a different color. I do have some yarn right now. It's like this purpley color. It's really soft, and I think it would look lovely as this Elizabeth blouse. So I do have plans of knitting this up again, maybe this year. Now the yarn I used for this item was the Knitting for Olive merino and the soft silk mohair held together, and it just turned out so pretty. I do wear this item. I don't want to say that often just because honestly I do like the color a lot, but I don't think it matches my skin tone that well. It kind of looks like it washes me out a little bit, so that's why I don't wear it as much as I would like to, and that's why I want to knit up another one, maybe in a color that suits me a little better. But I do really like it. It is one of my favorite knits that I've done. I just love the design of it. It looks really pretty. I also like this detailing on the back here. I don't know if you can see it, where it's kind of split for the, am I even showing you? Where it's kind of split for the sleeve and the back. It's really pretty. This collar did take forever to knit up, but look how pretty it turned out. Like, it just looks so nice. I am obsessed with it. It's definitely a favorite of mine, and I would definitely knit it up again. I actually have plans to knit it up again fairly soon. So my next finished object I have is this top right over here. It is the Farf top by the Knit Pearl Girl. This is one of my favorites as well that I did this year. It's really pretty. I like the little tie here, the little bow tie that I knit up. It was with I-cord, and then it's just like 2 pieces of long I-cord. I haven't untied it in a while, but just so you can see what it looks like. As you can see though, the yarn did not hold up very well where I tied it. I might have just tied it up too tight, I don't know, possibly, but that did not hold up very well. You can like literally see it breaking up a bit. I don't think you can see how I'm showing you, but you can see it's breaking up, so that's too bad. But I do really like this top. I like the color of it a lot as well. I think it's Dusty Artichoke, if I remember correctly, and it's from Knitting for Olive and the Pure Silk. So this is honestly one of my favorite summer yarns that I knit with. It just keeps you so cool, like when you actually wear it in the summer. Like I could wear it and I would not be getting hot. I know there's some people that don't like working with it because it like can be a little tough on the fingers, but I actually found it to be really enjoyable, and I like all the detailing in this garment as well. Like the sleeves, look how big they are. They're so cute. I love it. The Knit Pearl Girl had 2 different options for sleeves, like where you end it kind of like right here, or you could go like keep going and make them even bigger. I wanted to make them even bigger just because I had extra yarn, so I just wanted to use it up, and I just love how they turned out. They're so like, it's just so flowy. Like look at it. It's just, I love it. I can't wait for it to get warmer outside so I can actually wear it a lot more, because right now it is so cold. It is like 40 degrees, so I'm excited for the warmer months where I can actually start wearing it again. Now would I knit this up again? It was a fun knit. I don't think I would knit one up again for myself personally, maybe like if somebody else wanted it or something, just because I don't think I need like 2 tops that look like this. I have more tops that are like store-bought that kind of resemble this, so I don't think I would knit up more. But it is a really lovely design. I'm really excited that I have this in my closet. And yeah, I definitely recommend this pattern if you're looking for a summer top. It's not like a t-shirt, and you can dress it up a little bit, and it's just really lovely. Alright, the next finished object I have to show you guys is the Cumulus tee, or Cumulus, not blouse. I think the blouse is the long sleeve. But this is the Cumulus tee, I believe it's called, by Petite Knit. I knitted up in Sanis Garn Tenon, I think you pronounce it like that. And honestly, this was also a really nice yarn to work with, and like this and Pure Silk were one of my favorite like summer yarns to work with that weren't wool. It was really lovely. This is, if I had to pick between Pure Silk and Tenon, I think I like the Tenon a little bit more. I went to one of my local yarn shops where they sold this yarn, and I really wanted a white color for like a t-shirt. I thought that was gonna be so cute like for the summer months, but they didn't have any white. Like it was just like super limited colors. So they did have this color, which is like this pale pink nude. Honestly, I'm noticing a lot of pinks and nudes in my knits this past year, so I do want to branch out a little bit for 2024. But I did really like the color of this as well, so I decided to go for it just because I really wanted to knit this up in this yarn. I think that's also what Petite Knit recommended, or like one of the recommendations of yarn. So I got it and I knit this up, and it's actually super drapey, like maybe even drapier than the Pure Silk by Knitting for Olive. Now this shirt I actually did wear quite a lot during the summer months. The Farf top, I wore it as well. I would wear it out like if I wanted to dress up a little bit more and I wanted to wear one of my knits. I did wear that Farf top, but this one I just kind of wore everywhere. Like if I went out I'd wear it, like at home I'd wear it. I definitely want to knit this up again this summer, except this time I am going to get the Tenon white just so I can have like a white t-shirt, because I really like this and I definitely want another one. It's just like one of those basic items that I would want to have multiple of in my closet, so I will knit this up again most likely this summer. On this one I did the sleeves kind of short just because I think I got lazy. I didn't want to keep going at it. I know Petite Knit has them quite long. They like end like right here. Mine ends like right here or something. So maybe in the white version that I do, I will make the sleeves a little bit longer. But overall, this was definitely one of my favorite knits of this year, just because it's like so classic. So love that. All right, I do have another summer top that I knit up. Now this one was kind of just something that I wanted to to do just to try it out, because I had only up until this point done one color on everything, so I wanted to try doing stripes. This is when I believe I don't know how to pronounce her name very well, I wrote it down, but it's like Kutova Kika made a design for the Sailor Swift top, so I really wanted to try it out. And I had some yarn. I actually used this yarn by, I have the actual tag, I brought it. It's called Linen Quill by Pearl Soho. It's in the color 1260 Rose Granite, and it is 50% fine Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. And this is what it looks like. Like this. It's just like a little cute top. I actually really like how it turned out. The white stripes that I did, that was just extra yarn that my mom had that I ended up using, just because all of the other colors of yarn I had didn't really match with this like dusty pink, so I used that, and this is how it turned out. And I think it looks really neat. I do like how it turned out. The only thing, I don't really wear this, and that is mostly because of my yarn choice. This yarn is so itchy for me. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just so itchy, and it doesn't help that this like neck area is like sitting up here. Like even putting it like right here against my neck, it's just so it's just so itchy. I can feel it, so I don't really wear it. It is really cute. I would knit another one up again, but maybe just use a different type of yarn. I could just go ahead and get a pure silk by Knitting for Olive, or another Tenline but by the Santa's Garn. But I don't think this yarn works for me, which is too bad because I do like how it turned out. I think it's really cute. It didn't take me that long to knit this one up either. I think it was like a week and a half to 2 weeks. I just wanted to try out stripes, and they were not that bad to do, so I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It's just too bad that I can't really wear it, and I don't want to unravel it either, just because these are like my first knits that I've done, you know, like in the first year of knitting, so I kind of don't want to unravel any of them, just because like they hold this special place in my heart of like my first knits. So I do like it. It's just too bad that I can't wear it because it is so itchy. Okay, next item I have is the April cardigan by Petite Knit. This is what it looks like. I really like the color combination of this and the buttons I chose. Very cute. I still have yet to block this. I haven't even like blocked it yet. I haven't even worn it out. I don't know why I'm waiting. It's a really cute cardigan. I just need to block it and kind of stretch it out a little bit, just because right now it's kind of like a little bit tighter on me. I did knit up the smallest size that Petite Knit offered on this. Now if you can see, I didn't do the regular, what's it called, the regular ribbing she tells you to do for the band. I actually ended up doing this double knit band, which I thought it looked a lot cleaner, and I really liked it. I think she has the double knit band on her one of her cardigans she shows how to do. I don't remember the name of it, but I do remember seeing it on there, and I liked the look of that a lot more, so I decided to do it on this, which it was so tedious. It literally took forever to do the double knit band, but it is so worth it. Like, it's so pretty. I love, 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 love how it turned out. So the yarn I used for this was Santa's Garn Merino, and then the Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair held together, and I just really like the material it gave. Like, it's just it's very cozy. I haven't really had a chance to wear it yet, because the way I want to wear this is kind of more in the springtime. Like, I guess it makes sense by it being called the April cardigan, but it's just I feel like the color choice that I did just looks a lot better for springtime, just because it's like this rosy like pink color, and I just think it'll look really nice, and then with just like a t-shirt underneath. So I think that's how I'm gonna style this. I just need to block it out, because I think I also still have some ends in here that I haven't even like weaved in. Let me see, I thought I saw one. Yeah, under the arm here I have this end that I haven't even like put it through, so I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I will block it soon. Overall, I really do like this garment. I don't know if I would knit another one, just because I I'm more into like oversized like sweaters now. I actually started knitting this up like towards the like mid 2023, and then I finished it in like towards the end of 2023. Like I think it was October when I finished it. I just kind of knit up until the sleeves, and then I just put it on hold and I didn't touch it for like 4 months. So I'm more into the oversized like sweaters now, but I'll still wear this. I think it still turned out really cute. I like this little shoulder detail. I don't remember what it is called, but it looks really cute. So I definitely need to wear it, but probably more when it warms up a little bit, just so I can wear it as a jacket. And yeah, that is my April cardigan by Petite Knit. Alright, next finished object I have is the Levitate Wrap by My Favorite Things Knitwear. This is what it looks like. It is the coziest thing I think I've probably ever knit. It is so soft. It's not itchy at all. The yarn I used was, I don't know how people pronounce this. I've heard it pronounced in so many different ways, but it's the Easier, I think. Eco Soft, and then also Easier, the Trio 1 held together. And this is how it turned out. It is so lovely. It is so soft. Oh my gosh, I love it. It didn't take as long as I thought to make, and I think it's because the yarn is a little thicker, kind of like the first sweater I made, except not as thick. But I just really like all of the details in this, like the double knitted band that's literally like all around. It's like all around the front, and then it's also just like on the bottom of it as well. And then also you get these little strings that's also knit up like that, which these went by so fast. Honestly, these knit up like really quick. Let me make a little bow just so you can kind of see. I'll also do a try on for you guys so you can kind of get a better look at it. I wore it to, I think I finished it before Thanksgiving, so I wore it to Thanksgiving at my family's house, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, that looks so pretty. And so yeah, I really love it. This is the little, if you can even see it, the little bow I did. It's kind of bad, but whatever. You get the idea. You get the gist of it. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's super cozy, super soft. I wore it a few times. I mean, I just finished it recently, so I haven't had a chance to wear it that often, but I did wear it a few times. As for knitting another one up again, I don't think I would, just because it's like one of those styles that I have one of it, and so I don't think I need another one. But if this one, let's say, ever got like ruined or something, hopefully not, but if it ever did, I would consider making another one, just because it's so soft and so cozy. I love it so much. Alright, and then I have just one more finished object from 2023 that I have to show you, and then I have a few projects that I'm currently working on and have been working on for quite a while. I just want to share them with you guys, and then hopefully by the next time I make a video, like a little knitting podcast that I see everyone do, I have at least 1 or 2 of those items finished. That is my goal, but we will see what happens. Let's go ahead and share my final object that I finished this past year, and it is the Tenon VNeck sweater by Kadri. It is so lovely. If you guys saw my last video I posted, I actually walk you through how I knit this up, and just like the whole process of it. It's so beautiful. This is actually one of my favorite knits of this year. If I had to like rank like this one, I would probably rank this at the top. It's like really, it's like one of my favorites. This one and this one are my most worn items of this year. So I don't know if it's because they're my recent items that I finished, and I just think the stitching on it looks a lot cleaner than my first few items. That could be why, I don't know, but I just really like how it turned out. It's like this v-neck, and I've always wanted a v-neck sweater, but I was always like really intimidated to make one, just because I've never done one before, and so I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but it turned out really pretty. So I'm showing it really bad, but I finished knitting this up like maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago max, and it has been worn quite a few times already. So the yarn I used for this was the Road to China Light from the Fiber Company. I don't have the shade that I used, but it is like this really lovely like nude color. light brown, whatever you want to say. It's just really nice. It's super soft. It's not itchy whatsoever. I wore it last night to this Christmas dinner party and it was just so comfortable to wear. Like, I loved it. I also really like the detailing on this. This is the back. You can see that it has this like I-cord that separates it, and it goes up to the neck and then down to the other sleeve. So very, very pretty. And then it just has like this ribbing all throughout the bottom and then on the sleeves as well, and it just looks so neat. I just love it. It's so nice. It's one of my favorite things I've knit up, and this is one of those things that I would definitely knit up again, but I would need to have the same type of yarn because I think like the yarn really helps make it just so soft and so cozy, and very drapey. It is so drapey. I did not expect it to turn out like this, but definitely one of my favorites of this year. Okay, so I have one more half finished item to show you. This is one sock that I finished knitting up this year. This is handmade by Florence. Her design that I used, it is very pretty. I really like these socks. This is my first sock that I tried to knit this year, and it turned out really nice actually. It fits in everything. It looks a little long when I hold it up, but it actually does fit. So I only have one sock that I finished. I'm currently in the process of knitting up my second sock. This is where we're at with it. I just finished the little heel thing on it, or I'm like I finished it, and now I'm starting to work the bottom of the foot. So this is what it looks like before blocking, by the way, and this is what blocking does to your items. So this is what it looks like before you block your items, at least this pattern, and then this is what it looks like after. So as you can see, the stitches really open up. It just looks so much neater. So definitely block your items. It makes such a difference, and you can literally see right here. And so yeah, I am currently knitting this up. I hope I can finish this sometime soon. I do want to finish it just so I can wear them in the last few months that we have of this cold weather. So that is my goal, to finish this up hopefully in the month of January, but we'll see. Now the yarn I used for this, I don't remember exactly. I know it's by Filcolana. I think it's the Filcolana Arwetta. I'm pretty sure it's like a sock yarn because it's like 80% merino and then 20% nylon, I think. If I'm wrong, I will correct it right here, but I'm pretty sure that's what it has. It's a really nice yarn. I really like it. I actually got this yarn a long time ago. I think it was one of the first yarns that I actually bought, and it's because I was trying to knit up a second sweater after that Softy Sweater that I knit up, like my first one, but I just bought too much of it. So I have a few items that I'm knitting up that I'm using this yarn because I need to use it up because I have just so much of it. Now the next item I started knitting up also using the Filcolana Arwetta yarn. It's by My Favorite Things Knitwear, and it's her tank number 9. I think that's what it is. But I only finished like this much of it. It looks so small. Like, even looking at it, I'm just like, I don't know if this is gonna fit me. Like, I don't know if that's gonna fit. This looks like it's made for a child. But the reason I kind of stopped knitting it when I did is because I knit up a good portion of the body. Like, I connected the front and back pieces together, and then I knit like almost 2 inches like just straight. But I'm working this up with fingering weight yarn, just held single, so it is so tedious to knit up, like so tedious. So I kind of took a break from that over here, and then I knitted up the collar over here, where you're supposed to like knit up like a section of it, and then you have to like fold it over, and you like do this like sewing method. I don't remember what it's called, but basically it'll turn out really pretty once you're finished with it. But I just remember I started doing it, and it was just the most tedious thing ever, and I had never knit up a band like this before, so I was just not enjoying it. So I just kind of put it to the side. I did not want to do it. I did not want to touch it for a bit. Hopefully I can finish it by summer though, because I think it'd be really cute. Like, for the summertime. If it can fit me, maybe it'll stretch out when I wash it, but right now it looks really teeny. So we'll see. I am excited to finish it just because I want to see what it'll look like. I know in the summertime a lot of people were knitting this item, and so I really got inspired to start, but I just never finished it. I don't know, I'm like halfway done with it, so I should just keep going. I'll finish it hopefully soon, but it's just very tedious because the stitches are just so tiny. Like, if you think the sock is taking forever to knit up, this is a whole different story just because there's so much more of it. But yeah, I do plan on finishing it. I don't think I'm gonna unravel it just because I think it'll turn out really cute once I'm done, and I think it'll be really nice for the summer months. Now, I wasn't joking when I said I bought a lot of this yarn. This is technically, this next item I have to show you is technically my second sweater that I started working on, like when I first started knitting, but I had to redo it like 4 different times because the first time I made it, I used like this yarn, the Filcolana Arwetta held single, and it was just really like see-through. Wasn't a fan of it. And then I ended up buying a silk mohair by Knitting for Olive to like work it together so I can make it a little thicker, because I'm pretty sure that's how the pattern was supposed to be knit up, like with the mohair held together with like a fingering weight. So I ended up buying that and I knit it up again, but this time my stitches were like really loose or something because the sweater turned out huge. It was just, I was drowning in it. I wasn't a fan. I think I started doing it with the Filcolana Arwetta, the 2 strands together, and then that ended up just turning out really huge as well. It was just like not working for me. So I unraveled it probably 3 or 4 different times. And then by the time I did that and I actually started knitting it up again, I just was so over it. Like, I did not want to touch it anymore. Now, this design is by the Coco Armour Knitwear, I think is her name on Instagram. And this is her Mia sweater. So this was supposed to be my second finished object that I knit up. And it just kept being put on hold and restarted like 4 different times. So this is where we're at right now. I basically got to the point where I split for the sleeves and the body, and that's just where I left it. As you can see, it is turning out really cute. I just need to finish it. I just have no motivation to do it right now because I knit it up literally like 3 different times. So I guess this is the 4th time, I don't even know. I knit it up so much that I have no interest in knitting it up right now. And honestly, I don't know if I will continue to knit it up. I really like the pattern. I think it's beautiful. I think the designer did a really good job of like making this pattern, but I'm just so unmotivated right now to do it. So that's why it's literally been on hold for almost a year. I have not touched this. I feel bad, but I don't know. I want to enjoy the projects I make, and this one right now I'm just not enjoying it just because I've done it so much that I'm just like, I'm over it. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It is really pretty. I like the detailing that she has you do. I don't know. I think I'll keep it on hold for just a little bit longer, and if I just have no motivation to knit, I will end up unraveling it and maybe create something else. I don't know. We will just have to wait and see. But right now, I don't know what the plan is with this. And I have a lot of yarn. It's because I unraveled it so much, I just made my own little ball. So that's what it looks like. And that's my little Mia sweater. Alright, I have one last item to share with you guys. I started this actually a few days ago to knit up, and since it was part of 2023, I just wanted to share it with you guys. Even though I haven't finished it, it's not even close to being finished, but I just wanted to share it with you. Alright, so you might not be able to really see much of it because it's in the color black, but it is sweater number 15. Oh my gosh, you like literally cannot see a thing. It's sweater number 15 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. So this is the yarn I'm using for it. It's like pure black, literally, like you cannot see anything through it, I swear. But it is by the We Are Knitters in the Finita yarn. I don't remember what it consists of. This is kind of what it looks like. Oh, you can kind of see it there. Yeah. it's a little see-through, so I don't know how it's going to really work, but I think since it's so dark and if I wear a tank top under, I think it'll be fine. I did like kind of put it over my head just to see if it's itchy at the neck or anything, and it's not, which I'm very pleased about because that's what I was nervous about, it being itchy. But this is my first cable sweater, so I am super excited to get this done. I'm trying to get this finished hopefully in January, maybe February, I don't know, we'll see. But it is a really tedious project, of course, just because you are doing cables all around it, like literally the sleeves, the body, like everything is cables. But it's just turning out so pretty. I'm really excited. I know black probably wasn't the best color to use for this just because you can't really see the stitch definition too well, but I really like it. I don't know, I think it's turning out really pretty. In real life you do see the cables a little better. On camera it's a little difficult to see, but I'm excited to see how it turns out. I have had this pattern on my list for almost a year as well, but of course, like, I was a beginner still, which I still am a beginner, but I was even more of a beginner back then, and so I was scared to actually start knitting cables. But when I started doing it a few days ago, I found that it's actually not that bad. It's just really tedious, and I'm excited to finish it and share it with you guys how it turns out. So if you've stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching and seeing all of my projects that I've made in the past year, my first year of knitting. I know it's not that many, like I've seen videos out there where some people have like over 20 objects. I have like 9 finished objects and then some that I'm still working on. So I know it's not a lot, but maybe in 2024 I will knit up a lot more. And I hope you guys continue to watch and continue on this journey with me. I'm really excited to share more about the things I knit this year and just some ideas I have. But thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. I will see you next time. Bye!